Fog Entertainment back again with another Mandalorian review. We've got Chapter 23, The Spies, Episode 7 of Season 3. And guess what? I think we've got the best episode of the season to this point. Easily. I feel like this season has been absolutely horrendous. I'm not going to shy away from that, but we kick off this episode with the Kane person, the woman who is questionable about what the big Jen DER is, but again, she makes a radio contact through to Moff Gideon. And Moff Gideon has arrived in the impact zone. So yeah, and then we get like the Shadow Council, and essentially the New Republic here, with Moff Gideon laying the smackdown, are going to try and wipe all of the Mandalorians off the face of this earth. So again, it's a strong start, right? It's a very, very strong start to the episode. Gets you automatically a bit excited for it, because what's going on. And we've seen Moff Gideon walking past these new armoured, essentially his new armoured commandos, and they're basically wearing the Mandalorian. And that should have been a clue, because guess what? We're on Mandalore. Absolutely. And saying back on Navarro, though, the Mandalorians, basically all the meat here, it's pretty much everybody at this point, isn't it? If we're being honest. And we get onto this like ship. And this entire Mandalorian fleet, there's a lot of us. It's kind of funny that we get to see Grogu use the droid to move about a lot. Yes, no, yes. I thought that made for some pretty good comedy, and we have a lot of battles going on this pitch. We've got Wolves basically making a few remarks about how they can do this, but while we're on the ship, Fiesley and him get into a wee bit of a wee fight here, and he accuses him of cheating, and Fiesley rubs out his fibro knife and demands that he has a fight with Big Wolves. They have a fight, but this fight ends up happening, and then basically Fiesley throws Wolves against the chest, and then Grogu uses his droid to break up the fight, which I thought was kind of funny. And then you kind of had no. So essentially, though, the Mandalorians, the ship kind of gets took out here, so they head into the caves, and then out of nowhere they see jetpacks, and then somebody thinks here this is going to be other Mandalorians. Well, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, troops, but this is not, and I repeat, not going to be other Mandalorians, because this is not good news. It turns out this is Moff Gideon's armoured commandos heading from. We get like a massive fight scene here. Then Moff Gideon arrives in a dark trooper suit, and basically all the Mandalorians have become prisoners because they're locked in this like system. So which is kind of funny, but Fiesley is using his like big massive minigun. He spots a hole in the ceiling for Wolves to get out, so in order to hit him to get back up. But it's at this point, it's like, fuck, he's just took out here, and I thought this Wolves guy was going to absolutely turn heel, but we later find out that he gets to his ship, damn it, his ship. But then we get the big final scene where Mandalorian, big Pedro, he ends up getting captured, and we're like, damn, that's no good for him. The Mandalorians, look like they're all going to just get killed as they're trapped in this room, but Carissa whips out the dark saber. She starts cutting a hole through the blast door. Gideon then orders his troopers to open the doors, and as they're holding them off, but obviously because like they're all trying to fit through this really small door, which you would have thought she would have cut a bigger fucking gap for them all to run through, but of course she didn't. So Fiesley's like, he's on his big massive minigun, he's spraying at it. He manages to wipe out all of the the armoured generic troopers, whatever you want to call them, but then big, free Imperial Praetorian guards dressed up in red armour come out. So he activates his personal combat shield. He puts up a good fight here, but see, at the end of the day, he's literally took on about 100 people in the space of 10 minutes here, and these three basically batter him, and they manage to get him down, and he gets like electrocuted, and then he gets impaled, and then he gets stabbed about 4 times, and then he falls. He dies, and then like he falls, and he just face plants the ground, which I thought was actually pretty sad. But you know what? This was a badass death. He makes his last stand, his death won't go in vain. And you know what? I was a massive fan of the way he went out, and I feel like this death would have been great. Like, if it was in like an actual, like, you know, like proper TV show. Like, I've nothing against Star Wars, but I'd like to see this sort of death utilized in like a Breaking Bad, Sons of Anarchy, Sopranos, where they use like real guns and it's like, you know, like proper people, not like these Mandalorians. But anyway, guys, maybe I'm being a bit picky. But you know what? I enjoyed this episode. After a really poor season, I'm going to give this episode a 7. So until next time, peace.